Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I go by the nickname Ginger. It's not cute not knowing, and we start with a hug, so come on. Auntie, where was you yesterday? Auntie wasn't feeling good yesterday, so I put up an interview that I did with the cast of Concrete Cowboys, but I wasn't feeling good. And this has been a extremely busy week for me, and I had meetings and so on and so forth. And let me make sure that the lashes went down right. This is the kind of morning that I have had, but I've had it's there. Um, this has been a very busy week. You ever be glad to see the week go? And it's just been. So yesterday I wasn't feeling good, so we stepped back, but we are back today, and boy, we got a lot of juicy stuff. Let's talk about what's coming up for the weekend. First off, I do a weekend edition. I have a young lady who puts it together. It's fancy with pictures. LaShawna Simon, that's going to be up. This weekend, I can't wait to see the Mahalia Jackson story. 8 o'clock on Lifetime, Saturday night. Mahalia Jackson, she passed away at the age of 60 in 1972. Part of the civil rights movement, one of the greatest gospel singers I know. I remember growing up and hearing her music. That would come on the radio, and my mom would have her on. I think her life is fascinating, and Robin Roberts from Good Morning America is bringing it to Lifetime, and it's this Saturday, Lifetime, 8 o'clock. Daniel Kaluuya, Get Out, Judas and the Messiah and the Black Messiah, Black Panther. We've seen him in like numerous movies. Well, Daniel, he just won a Golden Globe. He's up for an Academy Award. He is hosting Saturday Night Live this Saturday night. Can't wait to see him. Concrete Cowboy. I put up the interview. I had a chance to interview one of the young stars who plays the son of Idris Elba, Caleb McLaughlin, and the director, Ricky Staub, who brought this story to life. It's about real-life cowboys in Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, Fletcher Street Cowboys, and it centers on the relationship and the reluctance between a father and a son who was forced to live with him because he was getting out of hand back home where he lived with his mom. It centers on their relationship, and it's like a coming of age tale. Cast is amazing. Lorraine Toussaint. You've got Jarrell Jerome. You've got Method Man. They're all in this movie, Concrete Cowboy. It starts streaming on Netflix tomorrow, this weekend. Big verses this weekend. Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers. I say that you really can't have a winner because these groups have so many hits. Steve Harvey is hosting. You can find it on the Trilla, or do it like this. On Instagram, on IG, at Versus, VERZUZTV. Steve Harvey is hosting. No clear winner, because you're just going to have one great song after another. Easter Sunday, Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Donnie McClurkin is going to be featured on TV One's Uncensored. We know him, the great gospel music, his ministry, but his life has often been unsettling for him. Donnie McClurkin said he was molested as a child, porn. It turned him to a gay lifestyle. He denounced homosexuality. He got with a woman, they had a baby. Now Donnie is saying that he doesn't know what women want. He'll probably be alone for the rest of his life. He only feels comfort in his music and his ministry. It's really a shame that he feels so torn in his life over who to love or how to love, or maybe he doesn't know how to love a man or a woman. But he opens up, very revealing in the TV One version of Uncensored that he's on. David Adefiso, Tamar Braxton's old boyfriend. He gave her a cease and desist because she was talking about him in an interview and how he cheated on her, saying, "You're ruining my reputation." David, do we know who you are if we don't mention Tamar? Do you miss that spotlight? I don't think that you were a really good boyfriend. We love Tamar. Do we care? Okay, I'll move on. Boxer Adrian Bronner. I gotta take a deep breath. Early this week, rappers Quavo, Sawedy, they broke up. They were this cute couple, but apparently that was just a cover for what really went on. Video came out of them fighting in an elevator. Everything that happens on the elevator comes out. She swung at Quavo. He pushed her down. He didn't help her back up. She's struggling to get up. Boxer Adrian Bronner says, that's black love. That's what we do. Adrian, that's not black love. I've only had black love. What are you talking about? What are you saying? This is when people normalize violence. Men versus women, women versus men. Abuse is not normal. Violence should never be normalized. We talk about it in the podcast that I do this week. Can't go around normalizing violence. Yes, it has been everywhere, but in our country, African Americans, from slavery and keeping women in line and beat them into submission. And we've seen it in movies, and we've seen it told over and over and over again. It's not normal. I don't care what's ingrained. If somebody puts their hands on you, they don't love you. If someone is mentally abusive to you, that is not love. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. You must leave the situation. Leave the situation when it becomes too much, when your life is in danger, when you know that you should be treated better. If you're scared to leave, you pray to God and you step out on faith to remove you from this situation, because no one should beat on you or mentally abuse you. That is not love. You can't love a person who don't know how to love. And you got to get out. And I know we want to be the savior and save everybody, but sometimes save yourself. Save yourself. Because abuse is not love. See, this story, this done triggered me. I've been going off. I'm triggered. It's not love, y'all. Tina Turner, millions tuned in. And I think what made me sad, because it was good, HBO Max, but that abuse, it made me sad. I'm telling you, I just got very sad. Yes, she had that triumphant and how her life turned around when she was strong enough. And she stopped it and walked away, bloody nose and all. Sometimes you step out on faith. It's like a limb. And you see this peach at the end of the limb. You want that peach. So you got to reach. You got to step out. You got to step out on faith to get to that peach. Sometimes you must leave the table where you're not appreciated. You must leave the situation where you're being mentally or physically abused. And this goes out to men too. And it's not a one-sided thing. Don't stay anywhere where you're not appreciated, where you're not welcomed. Do not stay in situations where you were abused. If you had abuse going on around you as a child, I hope that you can seek help. This is why therapists and people like that are so important, and the work that they do, because there's healing. There is healing, and so many people have to be healed. They don't know how to love because they're not healed from the hurt. And hurt people hurt people. Somebody is saying, Patty, don't take off no more because you come back and you're this. Tiger Woods. Are we ever going to find out what happened to him? I don't think so, because they're saying now that there are privacy issues. Tiger Woods would have to approve it. Well, they know what happened. Did he fall asleep? Did Tiger Woods fall asleep at the wheel? It's amazing when they do those investigations, how they can piece everything together, from how fast the car was going to the foot on the pedal. I think he fell asleep. Red Table Talk. It is back, child. Jada Willow, Grammy. Jada and Willow admitting their attraction to women. Jada saying it happened for her before she married Will. That it was two women she was, attracted to. Willow said she could see herself falling in love with a woman. And Grammy said she could do a threesome. I said, this show is back with a bang. Red Table Talk. This show is hot. And it comes on Facebook Watch. Michael Strahan. Is it a stunt? Did he really get rid of the gap in his teeth? Y'all know Auntie is the teeth authority. I think he did it because he talks with a lisp. And as a broadcaster, it's very hard to have a lisp. What time we got? Oh, God, I got to get ready to get out of here. It's very hard when you're a broadcaster, and I'm sure they got on him about it. I'm also sure that when you get older, your teeth start shifting. They really do. You get older, and if you got any teeth missing or anything like that, they start moving. You wake up and be like, what is going on in my mouth? I think that's why he did it. I know there are some people upset. Why would he do that? I think it was way more than vanity. I think he did it because he has a lisp. I've been down that road before. The BET Awards are going to be virtual. So far, Godzilla versus Kong is doing extremely well at the box office and on HBO Max. And for those who are wondering who made the racist statement to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle about their baby, it was the Queen's daughter, Princess Anne. They're trying to say it was a cultural misunderstanding or a misunderstanding about culture. She wanted to know what color the baby was. Is it going to be dark? What's it going to look like? It was Princess Anne, y'all. It was Princess Anne. Let's not normalize abuse. I know I done went off topic because I just get worked up. Abuse is not normal. Please don't say something that's not good for you. Please, please. Pray on it and have the faith to walk away. Hit the button for the notifications. The channel is growing. Tell a friend. Spread the word. Leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. I love you guys. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute not knowing.